Yo, what is going on, guys? Inzem here, and I wanted to let you guys know that I am now a coach on Medify. And what that is it is basically a coaching service that will allow me to help you guys improve at the fastest way possible. I have a lot of lesson plans ranging from character-specific coaching to just going over the basics of the game all the way up until VOD review, so I'm pretty confident I can help any level of play. I even have a free consultation if you're unsure if you want to commit or not. If you want to know more, I'll have the link to the Medify in the description, and hope you guys enjoy the video. Peace.
What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I'm LotusAsakura, where Never Knows Best, bring you some more Dragon Ball Fighters fresh off that new patch. You already know what vibe it is. And today I'm joined by another guest, one and only Inzem today. He's got a fair share of opinions I want him to share in this video, and obviously one of the top players in not only this country but the world, and so he's gonna definitely offer some good insight for us here today. But say what's up to the people for me.
Hey, yo, what's cracking, YouTube?
That is not your voice.
But
I forget, we're running the mirror. I get this ugly, bro. I don't understand how y'all like this color, bro. I don't like the earlier colors from Vegeta. Whatever, man. What's good with you, gang? Okay.
You feel me? I'm gonna be honest.
It's already in here. So my boy is already getting sweaty on me, bro. I brought you here to talk about the patch. You're supposed to. Whatever. Anywho, so new patch, man. I brought you. Hold on.
You have these?
Oh wait, they changed the timing of that assist.
Oh,
I forgot.
they did.
They changed. They made it faster, which threw me off.
Jiren, help me.
Okay, so I brought you in today because I wanted. You're a menace. You're a menace. I wanted you to be the guest I discussed with who you think are the new top tiers of this version of the game, and well, we might be looking at one of them right here.
This character is like ridiculous. I feel like they kind of messed up. They kind of messed up.
So my channel, my audience, you guys already know. I've always thought Jiren was very good. I just think he's very lame, right? However, I thought this character was already strong, obviously not top tier, but in a good spot. And now with some of the changes that he's got, well, one of the biggest holes in his gameplay, his inability to open people up in mix, has been solved. And well, Inzem can tell you a thing or two about that as well. So if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and tell the people. Oh my God!
Basically,
what they did to this character.
They sped up his 2M from 11 frames to 9 frames. And for those of you who don't know, usually when a low is 9 frames or faster, it starts becoming unreactable for high lows. And the issue is, they put it on his 2M. His low's a medium starter, so it's like on top of his like crazy neutral that he already has, this crazy staggers, and like they're like literally the best defense in the game. It's just like now he has a medium starter on his mix up, and that's kind of like, I don't know, that's kind of pushing it because he one touches you sometimes because how much damage he does. Like, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, he might not have the flashes. Well, I guess I'm the only one who thinks that. He might not have the flashes combos, but boy, did they pack a punch. That boy definitely it gives characters a wallet. And trust me, know a thing or two about getting wallets.
Oh, nice. So like, I think he's like really insane, to be honest. It has to be tested more, but like, I think Jiren 17 might be just one of the best shells in the game now, just straight up. I think it was already an insane shell last patch. I mean, for people who saw it, Wawa was using it sometimes in some tournaments. And it's like,
speaking of, Wawa actually made a tweet. As you guys know, he hasn't really been playing the game that much since Evo, really. And he kind of stepped away from it, but he made a tweet saying, hey, I've been practicing the new patch. Seems really cool. Seems really fun. I think they overtuned Jiren and Baby or something along those lines, basically.
Yes.
So he also has a very high opinion of them, and I know you have a high opinion of Baby right now as well. I did not think that was going to kill. I forgot about the damage buff, though, because the character's down.
So like, I was actually talking to them earlier this morning, and yeah, basically the same thing with Jiren. They also did the Baby. They made his low 9 frames, and like, his damage is already some of the highest in the game. He has some of the best neutral in the game. His block strings are like, he can loop them by himself, which is like already really good. But that's even, ooh, nice, I did too much. But that's like already like, it's different now because since he has a 9 frame low, he can mix you while looping block strings. So like, I was talking to them and they were just like, he's going to kind of break stuff because that's like kind of unfair to the competition a little bit. Whether or not this should be nerfed, I don't think so, because we need to experiment a little bit to see how actually strong it is. You know, it's really early on, so. But I think they are some huge winners. That among other characters as well.
One of those other characters is actually, well, maybe not a huge winner, but definitely a winner is GT Goku. He got his assist back, basically. It's not the exact same as it was before, but I think it's in a really good spot right now. And we might see that character make his way back into some people's rotations around their teams because, I mean, frankly, I don't think he deserved to lose the assist. He had already been nerfed a decent amount prior to losing it, and that was just kind of like insult to injury. But that assist is a very good one. I think I tried to spark it, and it just didn't come out. Goodbye. Anyway, I think that assist actually lends well to a lot of characters, and obviously is great in neutral, and well, I see you're playing him right now, so you must feel the same way.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I was like skeptical at first, but like after trying it a little bit more, I think it's really good. It doesn't have the speed it used to have, which is unfortunate, but it will basically always gel to the ground now, which is really nice. So even though it is slow, as long as you're careful when you're calling it, you can like get away with using it pretty well. And he's always been pretty fine on point, so that was never the issue. It was honestly just him losing that assist that really stopped him from being able to be played as much in competitive play. But like, I think they fixed that actually, finally.
Damn. Yeah, and I would agree. I think it was another character where it's like, oh, and Frank. That being said, I also think that he had a really good assist in the B assist, and it was just kind of like underused. But that was the actual reason to use the A assist again.
So like he's crazy. I think he's really good now. There's going to be a lot of different team comps with him. Another character that I think is just like really insane right now is Blue Vegeta. People probably see what he was doing on Twitter already. He's kind of pushing it.
We talked about him a little bit with Raptor, but you've seen even more on it. I'm sure you probably also toyed around with it a tiny bit yourself. But character is kind of nuts right now. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Honestly, that's the second coming of Blue Vegeta. I'm gonna just say right now. Because they have like similar mix-up structures.
They pushed it well there. You know what?
Oh yeah, 6 frames.
They sped that button up for some reason. Here's the thing, right? So I said this in my video when I first went over the patch notes, right? I already thought that was one of the craziest buttons in the game. It wasn't that slow. What was it? 8 frames?
It was 8 frames. So I only sped up a frame. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was. Why can I don't have my spark button set. Now it all makes sense. I'm like, yo, I've not been able to spark. I forgot when I was in training mode testing some stuff out, I swapped my spark button to the record button.
Oh, yeah,
so I have had no spark. I'm like, yo, I'm literally sitting here matching spark. Whatever. Okay. Anyway, regardless. So Jiren 2L was already a really strong button, right? Medium scaled, really large hitbox, one of the best stagger buttons in the game, I would say. And you know, I think it was perfectly fine for him to have that. That's okay. You're allowed to have good buttons. But if you were gonna put it in, like if you were gonna buff or nerf it or go in any direction, I'd be like, if anything, it needs to be nerfed, not buffed. And they buffed it by making it fast. Not granted, like it's only a frame, but like
that frame. I just
don't think it needed to be faster at all.
It doesn't, but like that frame may seem small, but against 7 frame characters, they're punching the air.
That's what I was about to say. But against 7 frame characters, that's really good now. It's like, sure, there's a lot of 6 frame characters in the game, but like I've seen some people who like, oh, it's just like a frame, like it's negligible. It's like, bro, 1 or 2 frames is the difference between like, for one, that button being a literal killer against 7 frame characters, and also like his 2M being able to legitimately mix you now. It's like those 1 or 2 frames might not seem like a lot on paper when you first read it, but it's like, no, they do make a difference. Because
it starts adding up.
Yeah, it's the difference between unreactable mix-ups and the difference between like post 6M situations and like all this other stuff. And goodbye, Vegeta. I'm just getting melted away over here, but you know.
hold on. I need the alien. Come here. But like, yeah. So like, I think it's like, honestly, his assists are also really good too, which is like the other thing, because he has like a good lockdown assist, and his B assist has always been pretty crazy. I think it's historically been a kind of underrated assist, but like. It is basically a better version of Red Gogeta B assist for the most part. It also has like a lot of hit stun, like I don't know, like I think this character is like really insane. Like people need to.
Oh, it's so active.
So he has that stuff too. So it's like his mix up is crazy, his defense is crazy. Then I can do things like this. Nice.
I just assumed you wanted the 2M because you're good. I have no spark button. I have to do it manually.
I sparked manually already. I definitely should stop, but. Oh no, Jiren! Oh, let's go.
They changed the timing of my assist. It's fine. I have not been practicing very much. I told myself I wasn't even going to play my team or my characters because I'm about to go to Combo Breaker and we're not playing on this patch.
That's smart.
So I have not been practicing. Like it actually matters a lot. Not only did they change the speed of that assist, but they also changed like where Trunks shows up. So like my timing for those combos is off. Yeah.
I didn't know that. But like, look at that control. Like I honestly think that's like good again. Like straight up.
Yeah, so are you actually considering playing like basically the GT Goku show? Because I think it was already good, and obviously now it's even better. So
I think it isn't exactly where it used to be in terms of original strength, but it is really good again. Like good enough to be like an actual pick and be competitive. And I've been testing a few different thirds on it. And
I've seen a couple of other people. Oh, sorry, go on.
Oh, I was saying one of which is like crazy. The character I'm playing right here is Jared. He's like the neutral control, the mix up, the damage. It's all there.
Yeah, he's got it all.
They also buffed his level 1 to do 980 because I guess he needed more damage.
You're insane for that confirm, by the way.
But like, yeah, it's just the character that nukes you. Let's give him more damage.
Yeah, because he needs. Oh, you got these? You got these? I haven't seen this combo in so long.
Oh, I don't play this character. It looks scary though, didn't it?
Yeah, no, I thought you had some.
Oh my god, they go so far.
Cannot believe. Oh, come on.
Yes.
Well, GG. GG. But no, I've seen a couple of people, namely Pred and Cloud, also toying around with GT Goku again. Both of those players, I mean, obviously most competitive or top players did play GT Goku in his peak. But they both have been experimenting with him again because of the change to the assist. And I think it does matter a lot. My only question is, and like you weren't playing the game back in season 2, but you probably know. You might know. I honestly don't remember. Do you by chance know off top how fast the assist was? Because I was toying around with it. I'm like, oh, there's no way this assist was always this slow.
Nah, it was a lot faster there. Like I was just playing against Pred, and he obviously has a lot of season 2 experience, and he said the annoying part about playing against the base shooter GT shell back then was because when it set up its neutral sequence, it was basically unreactable. He says now he feels like he can react to it, so that's not an exact number, but that kind of goes to show like it was that much faster.
Right.
But even with that being the case, I think it's still like really good because like it has more blocks on it than it ever has at 34 frames, right? It has extra hit stun, so it has like similar levels to like Vegito A, like when it hits you. So like those were situations where before you maybe couldn't have confirmed. You basically will always get to confirm now. And because of that hit stun as well, at the end of combos it will never drop, like ever. Like at the end of TODs, it's like adult Gohan level of like.
I just tried to use my spark button again. I'm so pissed. Go on.
Most memories rough. But it's like you control the screen so much with this assist now. So I think base Vegeta GT might see a return. Team Gohan GT might see a return. Any character who like would rather like an anti-air assist, I think Kefla GT might also see some play. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, this patch is really nice because it really, I feel like despite some of the changes at first glance, it has eliminated the super top tier teams that everybody disliked playing against because people felt like it made it unfair. And it like
I talked about that a bit with Raptor, and I think a big way in which they did that, which people didn't seem to like it at first, but they actually kind of did what people wanted them to do by eliminating the fact that people are going to play like double fusions and lab code together, because that meter nerf that they instilled makes it that like realistically you can't really play fusions, like you can't play Gogeta, Vegeta, lab code because you're sacrificing so much meter by doing so, and you're not going to be able to two-touch and output damage the way that you could before. So it's like, I know a lot of people went on record, I think even yourself at first said it's a very lazy change. I didn't have a strong opinion of it. I still don't. I still have a lot of thinking to do about it and a lot of playing to see how it actually comes into effect and before I decide its impact and my own personal thoughts. But how are you feeling about it at this point?
So initially I felt as if it was a lazy change, and even though the end goal is what people wanted and that those teams aren't just end all be all anymore, I said it was a lazy change because I said it was a lazy change because we wanted these characters to be fixed, and they kind of just left them as they are, and it's just like, all right, we're gonna like nerf your meter gain like across the board. And for those who don't know, like the way the meter gain nerf actually works is it's not just individual moves. The amount of meter they build period is like completely gone. So like their key charge even builds less meter, and their dragon rush even builds less meter. Like
I didn't consider or think about that, but damn, that really sucks.
Yeah, so that's why I said, like, I think personally I would have rather them actually tone them down to the kit for them to like normalize with the game instead of keeping them at like the absurd level, but like hindering them in other ways, which again, the end goal is still the same, right? We still got where we wanted to be, but in my personal opinion, that felt a little lazy. Now after experimenting with it, because this opinion was originally when I haven't even played on it, just looking at the patch notes. So after experimenting on it a little bit, it feels nice, and I do think the game's in a better spot because the variety is back there again. Maybe that might change because some super team might be found with some of these new characters.
I was gonna say, okay, so with that, and we kind of briefly touched on it earlier, and I know it's basically day one of the patch. Anything could change. There's a whole lot left to learn and experiment and lab. Off top, who you think are like top 5 characters in the game now?
Straight up, it's Jiren, Super Baby, Blue Vegeta, right? Who else is like really ridiculous right now? Let me look at the cast actually. So we have Jiren, right? Super Baby, Blue Vegeta. I think all these 3 characters are like, I think they're guaranteed top 3. Beerus is ridiculous. I don't know why they did that to him.
Nuts. I cannot believe
okay.
they gave him either of those things.
He has his neutral's crazy.
My man can whiff cancel his level 3 into a DP. He can full screen punish beams and projectiles with a 2M punish. He can, bro, the damage on his level, I don't understand.
Hear this statement and take it into very careful consideration. Beerus level 3 almost does as much damage as base Goku Spirit Bomb.
Yeah, he's only like 83 off, I think. I believe
yes,
Beerus now does 2,000.
It's not even 100.
Yeah, Beerus does 2,000 scaled. Base Goku Spirit Bomb does 2,083, I think.
So like that is crazy. But yes, again, Blue Vegeta, Beerus, Baby, Jiren, and I think that 5th spot is kind of contested. But for now, I'm giving it to Adult Gohan because he was left. Actually, no, he actually received a slight buff with the beam chain, so he has like new combos.
Yeah, I would say he didn't get any nerfs, which I think is important because Gohan is a character who, and I think you agree with it, where we're in that space where like you could argue that he's top 1 because of level 7.
Yes.
But definitely like he was in that conversation where like, well, he's probably got that 5th spot if nothing else. And since everyone above him went down and he kind of slightly went up, it's like, well, but then some of the other characters beneath him also went, like the Blue Vegeta buffs and the Jiren Baby stuff is like, that might have just one-upped him. I don't know, but
it's
like
too early to kind of, it's too early to just say for sure, you know. But for all we know, he might be just straight up number 1, not even in that 5th spot. But I do think the fact that the top 4, his biggest issues, not necessarily issues because he's obviously one of the strongest in the game, right? But his biggest enemies kind of all got shot in the leg, and he remained the same, if not like slightly buffed. And I think that is better for him than even some characters getting buffs, because like him like dodging nerfs like that is so good for the people who want to play that character. That assist is crazy, right?
Jiren's assists.
You see how much time I have to like confirm that?
Man.
Now watch this.
Man, his A and B assists are both nuts.
Look at that.
Grimy.
He's like, you just can't move.
The Oki is nuts. Okay, it's fine.
It's like the amount of control this assist gives. I'm happy, but at the same time, surprised that they actually revitalized this assist. I cannot switch that because I thought they were pretty firm on their decision to not bring this assist back. But I'm really happy they found a middle ground, it looks like.
Yeah, I was also very surprised to see this assist come back as strong as it is.
Come here.
My barrier, no.
Speaking of barrier, she could do 3 of them in a row. Like
yeah. I haven't really toyed around with it too much myself, but hey, she needs it, I guess.
I guess are you happy the 18 down players got away? They got away with murder. It finally happened.
I don't think I ever really downplayed this character because when I would give an opinion on this character, it was like my genuine opinion, and like when I thought she reached the point where she was actually top 5, like I started saying it, and I think even now I don't think she really moved up or down in that list because so many other characters moved around. Like I think she's still in the conversation for sure. I think she is very strong. Obviously the barrier change is kind of nuts.
Yeah.
That being said, you ain't gonna see a whole lot out of me because I'm buns at this game. I'm getting bodied by this super souped up team over here, but you know.
This shell is crazy, I'm telling you, because then I can just do things like, oh nice. Let me get that though.
I'm dead.
Hey.
This character is so
lit. No.
Oh, he drops those.
Oh, I don't have those anymore. I'm washed. It's over.
I 5M.
Freedom. Don't do it.
If they could just give him his old rocket kick. Wow. His old rocket kick. His old EX rocket kick.
Oh,
yeah.
I was like,
well, why not? Everybody else is getting 4 framers.
Like SJ Goku, he literally just has the old one basically.
Bro, like for what? For what? Mind you, they nerfed Vegeta's EX rocket kick, then buffed Blue Goku. I'll never let it go. Help.
That button is scary, right?
I tried to spark it. Also, yes, bro.
Oh.
2L already.
No. Oh, you're godlike. You're godlike.
2L already like drove me. I'm not close enough to the corner.
Wee.
Oh wait, I forgot. I'm bugging. I forgot that fast. I don't have to. I could have just whatever.
Oh, man. He has the new changes. That's right.
Yeah. Oh man, I was greedy.
Oh my god. I'm still not used to how that hits. It's different. It's like the Change the Future one. It's like different, but it's good. I have not gotten hit by that once. I'm lucky.
Wait.
Yes.
Thought I was going to reach that. Uncalled for. Unnecessary roughness. Flag on the play. 10-yard penalty.
It's that 980. Like these characters be chunking you at level 3s. Like It's just like Vegeta has 980 now, Jiren has 980, Beerus has 2000. It's like Dragon Ball might be a killing game now.
Beerus was already a top 10 like damaging super, and they made it. Now they made it top 5.
Yeah.
I think it's 7th if you include the 2 instant kills. I think it's 5th if you take out the Gogeta level 7 and Android 16 instant kill.
Yeah, like
it's nuts.
And it's crazy because like he does a lot of damage, but I think the most damaging character in the game might be Blue Vegeta now. Like,
yeah, I mean, well, I'm seeing people get like 5K plus off of 2L. I'm like, all right, bro, y'all got it.
Yeah.
Like 7K from a medium starter.
All you gotta know
no
is
assists.
Dragon Ball is officially a killing game. Even Broly, bro, like it's a killing game.
Are we up there with Skullgirls now in terms of that?
I wouldn't even say Skullgirls is that much of a killing game. That's like Marvel's a better analogy. Skullgirls is mix. You get reset.
Skullgirls is that. Well, I was gonna say Skullgirls is a killing game. It's just more about the mix because you get your ankles snatched and your neck broke in that game.
The way this game like works is like the way the way I seen the Kill Sage describe it on Twitter. He said Jiren does super dash, assist, 2M, next character.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, man, I think that's a good enough place to wrap things up. I mean, I'm definitely have you back on the channel. You're going to Combo Breaker, right?
Unfortunately, no, because they didn't announce the patch fast enough, and I just decided to be better to like not play on that version of the game, to be honest. I know I told you before in the past too, so I'm sorry that I
Damn, that sucks. I'm looking forward to see you there, dog. All right, well,
are you going to CEO or Evo?
I probably won't go to CEO, but Evo's a hard maybe, but I'm most likely right now.
Okay, that's fine. That's good.
Yeah. But I'm gonna definitely have you on the channel soon. I'm gonna be more in contact with you. We're gonna run some more games and chop it up. I think I want to try to get a bunch of the guys back around again. And maybe not necessarily everybody. Well, I'll try. I don't know if I can get everybody back that I did for the discussion we had before the patch, but get all the guys together again and discuss our thoughts on it, what we'd still like to see change, and so on and so forth. So hopefully you'd be down for that.
Yes, anytime.
All right, so I'll be in touch. So anything you want to say to the people before we get out of here?
Have fun exploring the patch. If you have a favorite character, I genuinely think that every character is like super viable right now because the characters limiting them are not really in play that much. So have fun experimenting.
So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hit this video with a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already so you can stay tuned for all this content I'm going to bring you. And with all that being said, that's pretty much all for today. Remember, nothing can happen to you from the back. Later.